Welcome to the Veterans Gaming Podcast. This is Season 3, Episode 15 of my Darby County Career Mode. In the last episode, we won our last game and ended up winning the Barclays Premier League. We won at Everton at Goodison Park, and then Tottenham ended up losing to Arsenal. What an irony. And so we are the new Premier League champions. Let's take a look at the standings. We were able to win. We won the Premier League on goal difference. We had a plus 60 goal differential, whereas Tottenham had a 32. Tottenham were the defending Premier League champions. However, we swept them. We beat them 4-0 the first time around in match day 2, and then the second time around, I want to say match day 30 something ish, we beat them 3-0. So, and we were able to hold off Manchester City, even though we were not able to beat them. Let's take a look down at the rest of the standings. The three teams relegated were Fulham, Everton, and Norwich City. Norwich City, Sheffield United, and us, Derby County, we were the three teams promoted from the EFL Championship last year. So in my 3 seasons doing this Derby County career mode, I started off in League One. I won League One. The next season, I won the EFL Championship. And this time around, I won the Barclays Premier League. So next season, I'll probably go into the Champions League, so I have to work on the squad. Having said that, today's episode is going to be a little shorter. We're going to go into the parade, and then we will end the episode there. Also, there is something else I just want to put out. I'm thinking about taking a break from FC24, and I'm thinking about getting Football Manager 24. I'm still undecided whether I'm going to get it on PC or the console. I'm kind of leaning more towards the console version on the PS5. That'll be probably a little cheaper. On top of that, what I've been told, it's not as detailed as the PC version of Football Manager. And so as someone that has never, ever played Football Manager, it might be better for me to start off on the console version and then maybe transition into the PC version. And allegedly, from what I read, Football Manager 25 is going to come out in November 11. So between now, May, and November, I'll have some experience with Football Manager 24. That way, when Football Manager 25 comes around, I'll kind of be a little more seasoned, and it'll be an easier transition instead of me waiting until FM25 comes out. So that's what I'm looking at. So what I'll do is I might just end this career mode for Derby County. I might just end it here, and then start transitioning into FM24. So that's just what I wanted to do there. I don't want to come out and say that this is not as challenging, but the reality is you don't get promoted. You don't go from winning League One to winning the EFL Championship to winning the Premier League in 3 seasons. That's not realistic. Even Wrexham wasn't able to do that, even though they've gone from the conference to League One. So let's go back here. Before we advance and go to the championship parade, let's look at some of the stats, and also let's look at some of the other leagues. And I'll try to advance enough to see if see who wins the championship. The Champions League. Sorry. All right. So let's look at player stats. Let's look at who won the Golden Boot, and that was Erling Haaland, well deserved. 32 goals in 38 matches. Then you have Bayo, who is leaving. He is going to leave Derby County. He's going to go to Leeds United. Leeds United won the EFL Championship, so we will see Bayo again in the Premier League. It's really sad because for all the goals he scored, 27 in 34 matches, $5 million was just kind of the maximum. I got him for I sold him for 4.8 million, and that was really the highest that any team was gonna. That was basically his market value, what I'm trying to say. So that's kind of a shame. Boris Yankovic, also 27 goals in 35 matches. His market value is much higher. Of course, Bayo is almost 30 years old, whereas Yankovic is 20. So obviously that has a lot to do with the market value. Then you have Salah for Liverpool. Then you have Son and whoever this Vlahovic is. I don't remember seeing him in either one of our matches. Uh, Saka and then David and Aston Villa. They round out the guys that scored 20 goals. And then close behind Wilfred Nonto, great season, had 18 goals. And then let's see if anyone else from no one else from our team had that. So really, the big goal scorers were Nonto, and then you had Yankovic and Bayo. So the front three did the majority of the goal scoring. Top assists, again, Bayo probably should be player of the year. 23 assists, Yankovic 19 assists. And then you had Son, then you had Nonto with 11, great season for him. And then you had Son with 10 assists, very good season for him. You had Bueno and Prestiani with 8. Look at Bueno, the left winger, with 8. Xavi Simons 7 assists, and Afif with 6 assists. So great job there. As far as clean sheets, Schmidt, our star goalkeeper with Derby County, 8 clean sheets in 37 matches. Should have been more. Ramsdale had 11 for Arsenal. When it comes to yellow cards, we were very disciplined, so no issues there. Also, no issues with red cards either. And then in the FA Cup, we didn't really do much in the FA Cup. We got eliminated in like the third round by Plymouth Argyle. So nothing to see there. And then we'll look into the Champions League here in a little bit. Now, other leagues. Let's go to the top European leagues before we go to our English leagues. In League look at this. Let's see how many teams are here. Well, look at this. What a surprise. RC Lens wins League A by a point over Olympique Marseille. Wow, that's a big upset. And PSG, man, they dropped off. They finished in 4th. What a surprise there. French League 2, Nantes and Metz get automatic promotion. Havre, AC, Auxerre, and Angers, they are going into the playoffs. And then the worst team in France is USL Dunkirk. There's no League 3 here in this game. Let's see who's getting the teams that are going down into the French League 2 are going to be Strasbourg, Bordeaux, and Estac Troyes. All right. So let's go to Germany. Let's look at the German league, the Bundesliga. Just like in real life, Bayern Leverkusen with Xabi Alonso, they win the league, 76 points. They edge out Bayern Munich, who also had 76 points, but Leverkusen win the league on goal differential. And so you have Leverkusen will be in the Champions League. Then you're going to have Munich, Leipzig, and Hoffenheim and Borussia Dortmund. They'll be in the Europa League, and then it looks like you're going to have Union Berlin. Looks like they are going to be. Looks like they're going to be in the Conference League. Let's see who's getting relegated. You've got. Looks like it's Hamburger, FC Schalke, and Bochum. Back 20 years ago, FC Schalke was a legit contender in the Bundesliga, but not anymore. And then in the Bundesliga League 2, Stuttgart, Heidenheim, and Holstein Kiel, they'll be going up. And then let's see. I remember also Kaiserslautern, who finished 10th. I remember back 30-something years ago, Kaiserslautern was one of the top teams in Germany, but I guess not anymore. So is Karlsruhe. I do remember them as well. And then the teams getting relegated are going to be Elversberg and Braunschweig. And I guess Waldorf and Hamburg. I guess they're going to play some kind of playoff. I'm not sure. Oh, sorry about that. I'm not going to go into the German League 3. In Denmark, looks like Copenhagen, they won the league comfortably in Denmark. I'll get to the rest of the English leagues later. We're going to go to Italian Serie A. Juventus, man, blowing the doors off of everybody. They won Serie A, and second Milan, third Inter, followed by Fiorentina, Napoli, and Bergamo Calcio. Let's go down and let's see who's going to get relegated. You've got Hellas Verona, Empoli, and Frosinone. They will be going down to Serie B. In Serie B, Parma and Genoa, automatic promotion. And then the playoff teams are going to be Spezia, Palermo, Como, Pisa, Cremonese, and Brescia. And down here, the worst team in Italy in this game is going to be Feral Pisalo, rounding out the bottom of League Two. And the Eredivisie in the Netherlands, you've got look at this right here. It was a 4-team race, and Ajax, they win the Eredivisie by 1 point over Feyenoord, by 2 points over PSV, and by 3 points over 20. What a title race that was. And let's see, there's no second division here in this game. So Almere City, worst team in Holland. This is the Norwegian league. That league is still in progress. The Polish league, Lech Poznan, they hang on over Rakow and Jagiellonia. And LKS Lodz, they're the worst team in Poland. In the Portuguese league, La Liga Portugal, Porto, look at this. This is another league in which goal differential decided. Our league, the Barclays Premier League, the Bundesliga, and Porto win the Portuguese league on goal differential over Benfica, a 2-goal differential. Wow. And then Sporting CP was right there till the end, coming up a little bit short. And the worst team is going to be Portimonense SC. This is Ireland. Okay, this league is still going on. Let's go Romanian Superliga. Let's see what we got with them. Looks like the winner of that league quite comfortably, an 8-point gap. You've got CFR 1907 Klug. All right, Saudi League. Then we've got the Scottish Premier League. Of course, it always comes down to Celtic and Rangers. It's a 2-team league, and it pretty much always has been. So this year, Celtic win comfortably by 8 points over Rangers. Celtic win the Scottish Premier League, and Hibernian had a good season though, finishing third. Let's go to La Liga in Spain. Let's see who won that. Barcelona by 1 point. Wow, look at this race right here. Athletic Club actually this one has got one more game. Okay, they've got one more game to go here. And so right now, Barcelona leading by 1 point over Real Madrid. So all Real Madrid have to do is all Barcelona have to do is win their last game, and that's it. And then, for Sevilla, if somehow Barcelona and Real Madrid lose their last game and Sevilla win their last game, they end up winning La Liga. That would be absolutely unbelievable. And then the teams getting relegated: Eibar, Alaves, and Elche. This is the second division, the La Liga High Promotion. Vallecano and Almeria, automatic promotion. And then Sporting, Cadiz, Granada, and Oviedo, they are going to be the ones that are going to be in the playoffs. Unfortunately for Sporting, they won't get automatic promotion because of the goal difference with Almeria, even though they have the exact same record. Oh, hold up just a minute. Sorry about that. And then this is the Swedish league. That league is still in progress. We should be almost done here. The only one I'm going to look at, I'm not going to bother with this. Well, let's look at the Swiss league. Looks like FC Basel. They did hold off BSC Young Boys. And then in the Turkish Superliga, Fenerbahce comfortably ahead of Galatasaray. Those are the two big dogs. In the Turkish league, Karagümrük finished last. Now, let's go back to England. Let's look at the three teams that are relegated from the Premier League are Everton, Norwich City, and hold on. I forgot who Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Let's look at the standings. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Fulham, Everton, and Norwich. They are automatically going down to the championship. And so, all right, now the EFL Championship, the two teams that are automatically promoted, like I stated earlier, Leeds United, they win the league. That'll be the team that Bayo is going to go to, so we will see him in the Premier League next season. Bournemouth, so these, and I think these are two teams that got relegated last year, so they'll be back in the Premier League. The playoffs are going to be Burnley versus Bristol City. I like Bristol City getting into the promotion race. Right there, they hang on against Middlesbrough. They get ahead of Middlesbrough on goal differential. Bristol City, my last career mode for anybody that's subscribed to my YouTube channel. I was able to win the quadruple with Bristol City before I started the Derby County career mode. So I'm glad Bristol City's in the playoffs. It'll be them against Burnley, and then Southampton versus Stoke City in the other playoff semi-final. The three teams getting relegated: Oxford United, Portsmouth, and Charlton Athletic. They're going to be going down to League One. In League One, Plymouth Argyle, who beat us in the FA Cup, hey, well deserved. They win League One. Them and Birmingham City automatically promoted to the EFL Championship. Then you've got Huddersfield Town, Blackpool, my original career mode on FC 23, excuse me, FIFA 23. They'll be playing Peterborough, and then Huddersfield will be going up against Sheffield Wednesday. I think those two playoffs are going to be barn burners. Barnsley just got edged out by Sheffield Wednesday. The four teams getting relegated to League Two are going to be Carlisle United. Leyton Orient just barely held them off. Even though they've got a game in hand, I mean, it doesn't matter. Leyton Orient pulled it off. So the four teams getting relegated to League Two: Carlisle United, Exeter City, Port Vale, and Walsall. And now let's go to League Two. Bradford City comfortably winning League Two. They're going to League One automatically, along with MK Dons and Bristol Rovers. They all have the automatic promotion. Gillingham just missed out on automatic promotion due to goal differential, so they'll be in the playoffs. They will be taking on Stevenage in the semifinals, and then Fleetwood Town and Notts County will round out the second playoff semifinal to go up to League One. And this is where it ends here. The worst team in England, according to this, is Accrington, with only 33 points in League Two. Look at Wrexham, McElhenney, and Reynolds can't get out of League Two in this game. All right, so that's it. So that's it for all the leagues. Now let's go to the cups. Let me go find out. Let's find out who is in the FA Cup final. It's going to be Aston Villa against Manchester City in the FA Cup final. Liverpool beat Arsenal in the League Cup final, so good. The UEFA Super Cup, which was at the beginning of the year, Dortmund, they beat Man United. Man United winning the Champions League last season. Let's go to the Conference League, which I'm still not a fan of that. In the final, you've got Stade Rennais. In France, they'll be taking on AC Milan. AC Milan, the powerhouse of the Champions League, not this time. They're just going to be in the Conference League final. In the Europa League final, you're going to have Manchester City against Napoli. So Manchester City has a chance to do a double. They have a chance to win the FA Cup and the Europa League. And then in the Champions League final, you've got Olympique Marseille against Barcelona. Olympique Marseille edging out Real Madrid. So Barcelona with a chance to do a double. They have a chance to do a league and Champions League double. In this game, they don't have like the Spanish Copa del Rey. The, okay, I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about that right now. Let's see if we. Let's see if the championship parade comes on anytime soon. So I'll advance till at least after the Champions League final, and if not, then I guess there's no parade then. Here we go. Derby County with their first league title. I believe this is since 1974-75 when Brian Clough guided Derby County to the league title. So here we go. This is it. This is the championship parade for us winning the Premier League. We won it on goal difference over the defending champion Tottenham Hotspur. But hey, we beat them twice. We got 2 clean sheets against them, so we're deserved champions. They lost to Arsenal. Thank you, Arsenal, for beating them on the last day of the season. It was big to draw against Liverpool in match day 37, and then we just dominated Everton in match day 38. So there we go. There's Bueno lifting the Barclays Premier League. All right, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to end episode 15 here. And like I said, what I'm really thinking about is I will save this. Oh, okay, here we go. Manchester City, they won. Let's go back here. Manchester City, they beat Aston Villa in the FA Cup final. And let's see, are we going to be able to see the Champions League? The Conference League? No, that's June the 3rd. Excuse me. That's June the 3rd. That Europa League. Wow, Napoli in a thriller. Looks like it was a thriller. They beat Man City 4-3. The Champions League final, June the 6th. So I'm going to advance. I'm going to advance in the calendar until June the 7th. Oh, look at this. They want to offer me the managerial position at Napoli. Interesting. Okay, but we'll get to that. Wow, okay. I just want to, okay, here we go, right here. Okay, let's see who won the Champions League final. And then we'll be done with this episode. And I'm going to look at Napoli and see what they did in the Italian league. So AC Milan dominates Rennes in the Conference League, and in the Champions League final, Barcelona beats Olympique Marseille 2-1. So Barcelona do a league and Champions League double. So congratulations to them. Best team in Europe. And before we get out of here, let's look at let's see if this job in Napoli's worth taking. Okay, they finished 5th in Serie A, way behind Juventus. So probably not. So that's going to be the end of this episode of my Derby County career mode. And like I said, I probably won't start next season immediately. Like I said, I'm really thinking about buying Football Manager 24. Again, I'm still undecided whether I'm going to do the console version or the PC version, but I think it's time to kind of evolve as far as the Veterans Gaming Podcast. Throughout these last 8-9 months, since I started the podcast, I've been playing FIFA 23 and then FC 24. So I want to expand my horizons as far as playing games. I have thought about Madden. I have thought about NBA as well. I've also thought about WWE, playing that too. I think it's time to kind of evolve the Veterans Gaming Podcast and not just stick to one game. So this will be the last episode of from the FC24 Derby County career mode temporarily. If I really don't like FM24, Football Manager 24, I'll go back to this and I'll try to win the Champions League. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So that's it. So until next time, well, and I'll be back soon. I'll be back in the next couple of days. But this is it. The Derby County Rams winning the Barclays Premier League, coming from League One, winning League One, winning in 3 seasons. In the first season, winning League One, second season winning the EFL Championship, and in the third season winning the Barclays Premier League. So tremendous. So until next time, this is Kevin, and this has been the Veterans Gaming Podcast.